How would you confront this hatred in order to create peace?
Hello everyone, I'm Delix. So that is a disc plate from the website. I finally got my hands on one of these bad boys. It is Ninetales versus Hashirama and Madara, and I fucking love it. So yes, that thing is new. Alright, Orochimaru. Does anybody remember this guy? He used to be so important to the Naruto universe. This guy is the reason why Naruto Part 1 was so good. He was driving the plot very well. He came to the Hidden Leaf Village to interrupt the Chunin exams, fought Sasuke, pushed him to his limits, deep-throated a scroll. He was so fucking creepy. He pushed Naruto to his limits to awaken the Ninetales inner chakra and took over his body. And Naruto just kept on slamming and hitting Orochimaru's snake. And then it got to the limit where Orochimaru was like, okay, I gotta take this kid down. But he really just pissed Naruto off during that time. He really pushed Team 7 to their limits, and he really shocked Sasuke, and he really pushed them to the point where it was really disturbing. Sasuke and Sakura saw their own death. Sasuke threw up. This guy was serious. After getting a villain like Zabuza to Orochimaru, we knew that Naruto was getting darker, and the plot kept getting serious. And the way he just had this appearance and this presence that Pain and Madara and Obito didn't have. He was more than just creepy. He brought fear to the table. Everyone feared him when they found out that he was back in the Hidden Leaf Village. This guy had so many snakes coming out of his body. He was able to bring out a snake from inside his stomach, and then taking out a sword from the snake and using it against Hiruzen, which, bringing back the Hokage, was really interesting. This is how far Orochimaru would go, as far to bring the dead back to life. This guy experimented on children, kidnapped kids, put a curse mark on Sasuke, made him feel so much pain, and then after that, after the pain went away, Sasuke started to realize that Orochimaru was bringing him back to his senses, reminding him what he was. He had the power of the curse mark and just destroyed the Sound Ninja. He broke Sakan's arm brutally, and Orochimaru was the reason why so much shit happened, why our characters were being pushed, why Sasuke was for who he was for the rest of the show. The Sound Ninja 4 came to go get Sasuke because of Orochimaru again. The climax battle of the Sannin happened because Orochimaru was seeking to find Tsunade to heal his arms, while not knowing Jiraiya and Naruto were seeking to find Tsunade for their own means, and eventually they came to a reunion. It was a climax battle, also because Orochimaru was involved. Everything else in Naruto happened because Orochimaru's presence was there, his awareness. Why is he always around? It's because everything in Naruto happened after that arc, because of his presence being involved with everything. The curse mark on Sasuke, finding Tsunade, he wants Sasuke's body, so the Sound Ninja 4 had to go to the Leaf Village, then gave our characters good, well-written fights with the Sound Ninja 4, also driving them to their limit. Kiba stabbing himself, Neji admitting that he can change his destiny, and that he can prove reality wrong. If he wants to win a fight, he can. He just has to put in the effort. You know, he should have lost in that fight, but he chose to go against reality, not accepting that fate that he was supposed to lose. Took down Kidomaru, like Kidomaru told him that the weakest one goes down first, but really he reversed it because he's not going to accept that fate. So Neji decided to go and find him, put 64 paws on his stomach and his head, and then just brutally killed Kidomaru like that. But all that happened, the Naruto versus Sasuke fight, the Sound Ninja 4 versus Sasuke recruit team, that all happened again because of Orochimaru. This guy was responsible for so much, and nowadays no one really talks about him. It's really only about Madara and Obito. Even Pain doesn't really get acknowledged anymore because he's not a popular character, because he's not a Uchiha, apparently. And Orochimaru may not be the best written in Naruto, but he had something different that the other villains did not have. He was creepy, he brought fear to the table, he was someone you do not want to mess with. He was holding nothing back when he kept on cutting and hitting Tsunade multiple times and would just not stop, leaving her alone until she was dead, because he told her, you're the last person I would want to kill, Tsunade, but if you're really going to risk your life for this kid, this weakling, then I have no use for you. Then he just kept on cutting her until she would realize that this guy, but he's not fucking around. It's like, get out of my way, or I'm just going to brutally keep stabbing you and hit you. And this guy he was so intense, would not hold anything back. He experimented, he killed, he kidnapped, and he was just so creepy and messed up. But that was the greatness of Orochimaru, was because he was just disturbing. And there was something about him, like I mentioned, he has something different that the other villains in Naruto did not have. And that's what I love about Orochimaru, that he was just different, and he is still different. Nowadays, like I mentioned, no one really talks about him, no one really brings anything up about him. I don't understand why he's overrated. He should be considered underrated because no one brings this guy up in any kind of discussions anymore. It's only about like Uchiha villains now. As much as I want Pain to get recognized as well, it's like Pain and Zabuza and Orochimaru don't really get talked about much because they're not part of the overpowered Uchiha greatness, and that's kind of bad. Like, Orochimaru was well written for what he was. And I'm glad that Kishimoto gave other villains a chance, that the whole plot was not surrounding of Orochimaru. I'm glad other villains got their chance to shine. But I'm just saying, at the very beginning, guys, Orochimaru was that villain. He was that character to push everybody. He was not afraid to hold anything back. He killed, he kidnapped, he experimented. He did not care about anything besides reaching his goal of immortality. He ripped his face off multiple times, showing other people's faces and knowing that he's inside of their bodies, and it was just disturbing. But that's why we fucking love Orochimaru. He was just different. Let me know what you think about him. I think he's underrated. No one talks about this guy anymore. But he's the reason why Naruto Part 1 was so amazing, because everything that happened in Naruto after the Land of Waves arc was always surrounding the presence of Orochimaru. The Chunin exams, the Sasuke retrieval arc, the Tsunade arc, it was always going back to him. And that's why he's so loved, because he really made this show really great. And without Orochimaru, I don't know where Naruto would have been. Screw Hitachi. Hitachi was awesome in Part 1, but Orochimaru was responsible for everything, in my opinion, in Part 1. Let me know what you think about Orochimaru. You look, subscribe if you want, and stand as you're weird. Bye.